Hi everyone, welcome to 9 lessons I've learned from being in toxic relationships. This is going to be very interesting. My name is Jaslin Martin, and I am a co-founder of LifeHealthSoul and a life and business coach. I focus on empowering clients with on-demand breakthroughs to love themselves, know their purpose, and take massive action in the right direction. So today, I'm going in detail of deep lessons that I have personally learned from a lot of toxic relationships from my past and how they helped me find myself. And I'm doing this Facebook Live with complete vulnerability, somewhat freaking out motions right now, and getting in tune with my feminine side. And I'm coming from a place of love. And the reason I'm sharing these lessons is because I know with certainty that I'm not the only one that has gone through some screwed up relationships in the past, or even the present for that matter. And there are millions of people, guys and girls, that have been hurt from past relationships. So this video that I'm creating right now is one reminder that it's completely possible to move on and be an amazing person and partner. So, starting off, out of 9, here's number 1. If you've been cheated on, abused, or disrespected, it's not about you. It's about them. Their insecurities, their issues, their maturity, their reasons. We ask, how can you do this to me? But it really isn't us. Trust me, I've been there. I've asked myself all the questions. What did I do wrong? What if I was prettier? What if I was funnier? What if I blank? The act itself wasn't about you. It's about their needs not being met in life. Their needs could be met by you, but it's not your job. It's their job to know their own needs and to take care of their own needs in a positive way without you around. So, number 1, if you've been cheated on, abused, or disrespected, it's not about you, it's about them. I literally learned to stop blaming myself for other people's mistakes. You cheated? It majorly sucks. Bye-bye. I'm not going to be part of that life. 2, this is one to quote, and this is one of my favorite quotes. Love didn't hurt you. Someone who doesn't know how to love you hurt you. Don't confuse the two. This is why I made it number 2, because it has 2 parts to it. Love didn't hurt you, and someone who doesn't know how to love you hurt you. So I thought I knew what love was until I knew what love was. And when I knew what love was, I realized what it wasn't. And it wasn't what I thought my past relationships were giving me most of the time. And no worries. You will understand this quote a lot more by the end of this video, I promise. Number 3, do I love myself? Do I personally love myself? I started to read a lot of relationship books to try to fix my old relationships, right? Fix my old relationships. And there was chapters on self-love that I would literally skip. Yes, completely skip over. I'd be like, chapter 1, chapter 2. Then, one day, I went to Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny event and realized that I was giving too much of myself to other people. If I was a cup of water, I would literally have a drop of water and I'd see who I can give it to, leaving myself completely empty. So, I went back to all those chapters I had once skipped and realized that this is exactly what I needed, and I needed to find out what love was. I had to love myself first. This was the biggest and most important step, guys, I would ever take for myself, and possibly that you could take too. So I went on a sort of hiatus from dating people, and I'm still kind of on that, to be honest. And instead I dated me. It's me time. I dated myself. I took myself out on dates. I took myself to movies. I was comfortable in my own bed, like eating popcorn. And I did that because I have to be comfortable in my own skin, right? And I even got a tattoo, right? So why would someone want to spend time with me if I couldn't even spend time with myself? How would someone love every part of me, my shadow and my dark side and my light side, if I didn't even give my shadow side the time of day? That's when I started doing some shadow work. And if you haven't seen my first Facebook Live, recommended. So I learned my own needs. I learned how to take care of all my 6 needs: certainty, uncertainty, significance, love/connection, growth, and contribution. And I plan on doing a Facebook Live on these. So if you're interested, please comment, and so I know I can do it faster. And so I learned how to take care of my 6 needs without someone else involved, right? If I can meet my needs on my own, I didn't need someone else. I didn't need to depend on someone. I was okay with being alone because I was never really alone. I have myself, and that is someone that now I know and I love deeply, like, yes, kind of thing. So, 4, what are my boundaries? I realized that the second step I was missing was having boundaries, okay? So boundaries are like limits that you put in place so you can have healthy relationships with people and you know where to stop, and I'll explain more right now. So knowing and understanding your own values is the first step. Boundaries is the second. What can I tolerate? What can I accept? What am I uncomfortable with? What makes me stressed? What will I just 100% not accept from anybody else? Okay, and I put these questions into 4 different categories: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So I made sure to get the whole shebang, okay? And I started to tune into my emotions and really start to understand what I could handle and what I couldn't. I started to realize that the feeling of being uncomfortable means there's a boundary of mine being crossed, and I made that unacceptable. I learned to put my foot down, finally. And I learned self-respect. And now disrespect is one of the main things I will not handle from anyone, period. I don't care. And I realized that the more I respect myself, the more that others will respect me as well. So my favorite part, hi Calvin, my favorite part about boundaries is telling people my intentions straight up. I'm honest to a blessing when it comes to my intentions, and I ask for their intentions as well. Mind you, intentions can change, and if they do, I mention that they changed as well. It's a way to be clear because communication is huge in any relationship, friends, family, business partners, whatever it is. Thanks, Kelvin. So I want to be clear that surrendering can be an intention. Surrendering with faith, not expecting anything from anyone and just accepting circumstances or situations. Just know there's a light and dark side to surrendering as well as anything else in this world. And you want to do it with wisdom. Okay. 5, who am I choosing? Subconsciously, there was something going on because I found myself repeating, how is this happening to me again and again and again and again and again? For this one, I wrote down every single person I had been attracted to and what attracted me to them. Then I wrote down every single person I have loved in some way or form who has lasted in my life. And I even wrote down best friends. Then I wrote down the top values, characteristics, and personalities that they had. Through time, I noticed a pattern of the people that I have chosen to be in my life for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or since birth, who has stuck by me, who I loved, who I like to spend the most time with. And it all made sense. 6, what is my ideal partner? Notice that I didn't ask who. I didn't pick someone I already knew or someone on TV. I created a brand new person. Now that I knew what I was choosing subconsciously with number 5, I was ready to choose consciously who and what I wanted. So, what do I want in my partner? I literally started writing down. Journaling is huge with me, guys. Everything I would want. A best friend, someone spiritual, someone that loves to help others, loves himself fully, compliments me, not completes me, honest, authentic, full of integrity, kind-hearted, optimistic, loves Disney, hard worker, cares about his family, a leader, etc. There's a list. I wrote on everything. Then I took out what I could deal without. Then I kept what was a must. Tony Robbins, must, right? My 5 pages worth of information of what I wanted in my partner turned into like 1 page of things that I knew that like, this was it. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so now I know what I want in a partner. Now what? 7, who was I attracting? I know who I wanted, but who was I attracting? What was my vibes telling people? What did I want my vibes to tell people? This is literally law of attraction at its finest. Now, you literally ask yourself, who do I have to be to attract this ideal partner in my life? So I wrote a whole new list of what this person is looking for in their ideal partner. Not what my ideal partner is like. We've already done that in number 6. What my ideal partner is looking for in their ideal partner, right? So what would they be looking for in me? What would be like, she's the one? Now, you know you did this exercise right when the person that your ideal partner is looking for is the best version of yourself or the person you're aspiring to be. Okay? 8. Who am I? You know who you have to be to get your ideal client. Now, who are you? Who are you right now? And luckily, my Mindset Monday was about that last night, and it was amazing. Are you this person that you wrote down? See where you are. If you wrote down literally who you are, perfect, you're ready. If you wrote down someone that needs some practice, that you're not there yet, but you know you can be, and it's really the best version of yourself, great, get to it, start working on it. If you are nowhere near the bar part of this vision of yourself that you wrote down, it's time that you do some mega self-love, hun. And then you can do this exercise again. Okay? 9. There you go. 9. Self-awareness. Being self-aware is the key here. Aware of who you are, what you want, your boundaries. These are all key factors that are necessary before you get into a relationship with anyone else. The cool part is that I can actually use this information, not just in my future partner, but in myself, my friends, my family, and even my business partners. This could go all out, guys. So I repeat the quote that was number 2. Thanks, Kelvin. So I repeat the quote that was number 2. Love didn't hurt you. Someone who doesn't know how to love hurts you. Don't confuse the two. You get it now? So that is my 9 lessons. If you have any questions or just need someone to talk to after this, please don't hesitate to direct message me, and we can set up a free discovery call, which is 50 minutes of us finding a solution that makes you feel good in any subject. It doesn't just have to be about relationships. And we're going to find out exactly what your next step is to get it done and move forward in life. Thank you for watching, and create a nice day, guys.